Wine has been made from grapes for thousands of years. But one of our Facebook fans, Lisa Gillespie-Urick, wants to know, how is it done? Well, Lisa, you want to find out more about the process of winemaking? Great question. Good call. Loving your work. Brought myself to the Yarra Valley. We have a vineyard, we have a winery, a winemaker. All the elements required. I'll be sniffing and swirling and spitting in no time. Let's get into it. Dominique Portet is part of the 9th generation of a family that has been in the wine industry since 1720. His dad, Andre, was the boss at Chateau Lafite Rothschild in Bordeaux. Not a bad spot to start learning the winemaking game. Dominique, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour to you. He's French, Lisa, he's French. It's a good sign. Winemaking process is a difficult one, Dom?
Not really. I think nature has been very good. And at the end of the day, the grapes are what they are. They grow very easily. And I think the science which exists today is also making it so much easier for us as winemaker. But the essence, I think, what's important is in here.
It's in the ground.
In the ground.
Of course, the first part of the process is picking the grapes, which nowadays is done mechanically, but Dom prefers the old-fashioned hand-picking, though not with a horse and cart.
After picking, the grapes are dumped in a conveyor, which is taken to the crusher. The crusher is a crusher steamer, which means that the grapes are separated from the stem. And the grapes then are pumped in straight away into the tank, and the process of all the fermentation can start. Fermentation is a process of changing the juice from the grapes into alcohol.
So once it's fermented, how long would it spend in there fermenting?
Usually around about 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then it goes straight into a barrel like this, which is called a bordelaise. Out of a barrel of this type, which is made out of oak, and French oak in particular, we develop absolutely the most beautiful flavor which you need to produce a very, very good wine.
Oh, it comes from the wood?
It comes from the wood,
itself.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, of course. Do I try?
Absolutely.
All right. Any old excuse will do. See what I did there? Very shifty. Let's think about it.
So you
look at the colour? Yeah.
Yes, you look at the colour. You look at also the limpidity.
What's the limpidity?
The clarity.
The clarity, okay.
The clarity of
you
the
know
wine.
what people want? They want it to stick to their glass, you know? What does that mean?
Yes, it does. Very often it means that there's a kind of glycerol inside, a kind of a sweetness into the wine. And we call that the legs of the wine. And the sweeter it is, the better usually the wine is in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
The fruit character of the Shiraz, but behind that, if you look very, very hard, you will find a kind of a smoky character.
Yeah.
And this is where the barrels come from.
Okay.
Then you smell it.
I'm going in. That's pretty good. Oh, I swallowed mine. Is that bad?
I can do that all day.
I can.
No, I do.
I think I can.
So do remember, the wine is going to spend here the next 16 months into the barrel, and then the wine will be bottled and put on the market about 6 or 7 months later.
Right. But before the wine goes into the bottle, something called blending occurs.
What we like to do maybe to use about 40% of the Cabernet Sauvignon, 40% of the Shiraz, and 20% of the Merlot. The idea is to try to memorize the 3 wines. And sometimes they do sit well together. For some reason, they don't sit well at all. We got structure, it's pretty edgy here, so I like that. And then the finish, which is a Merlot, tend to make it very soft and gentle and long. I do like. Do you like that?
I do. I tell you what, Dominic, I'm quite good at this.
I think you're a very special person.
Cheers. Lisa, fantastic question. Keep them coming. What about, I don't know, gourmet foods next time, Lisa? Well done.